Hey, howdy, folks. Welcome to Wolfen 4966. I'm John Rogers, and I represent the family of Abazados, and we're from Negros Oriental. And I just thought I'm going to take these off. I was reviewing some music. I'm good now. But I just want to kind of iterate the problems that some of these guys, some of y'all are out there going to meet your Filipino and think family, friends, and everybody that grew up in the village. It's all peachy king. I hate to tell you, man, it's not all puppet tails, rainbows, and unicorns. You know what I mean? Ned. Even Ned said this, man. And I'm talking about Ned. I'm talking about Ned from Philippine Dreams. Uh, I still watch you, bro. You know, I'm one of the originals for Terrence and Beth. Foreigner in the Philippines, and I'm one of the originals for Foreigner Farming in the Philippines. All I could say is, give Terrence and Beth a chance. Go over. They got a new channel. They had to separate the two genres. I'll explain what a genre is in a minute if I have time. And they had to separate the two genres. There's the helping people side, and then there's the reporting real life with Terrence and Beth side. And I can't say I disagree with the path they took. I think it was the most logic. But the 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 little the little dilemma that's going on. You meet your Filipina, and my Filipina is a good person. She's a good woman, a very good woman. But she don't get along with my brother's wife, who's from the same village. I don't know if you can understand the dilemma there, but it's not promising. Um, I'm not going to lose my wife over my brother's wife, and I know my brother's not going to lose his wife over my wife. I mean, they had some misunderstandings in high school and so forth growing up. That's understandable. It's getting them to meet with each other as my wife and his wife, and seeing how they react towards each other. That's going to be the tough part. I'm hoping for the best output. I told her, baby, keep an open mind, meet her, and then make a decision. She's different now. She's with my brother, and my brother's not an easy man. By all means, he's not perfect. Well, we're not all perfect, right? But it's like this. We're going to have to coincide. We're going to have to coincide together. And I guess get along, even if it's in a phony way. I don't know. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping for um, total collaboration. That's the best I could hope for. You know, both women believe in God. Both women love God. Both women love Christ. I don't see where the problem would be. You know, maybe we could put aside all that and things are different. We're adults now. We're adults and we handle things as adults. As adults. And I'm just hoping for the best. That's probably one of the biggest stress factors. Right now I'm not too concentrated on um, cousins and great cousins and all that in the family. All families have their flaws and their problems. Believe me, even in the Philippines, there is not one person in my family on my mother-in-law's side that has come to visit her. She has cancer. She she could pass away at any moment. No one give a shit. My papa's side, all the family members are there. I don't understand that one. Really, I really don't. I mean, I know my family members, as much as they hated each other, they still got together and, you know, gave mama and papa the last minute respects, I mean, and we got along enough to say, this our mama. This is all beyond whatever problems we have or disgrunts that we have towards each other. We got to do this for mama and papa. And my mama was in '99, my papa was in 2013. My uncle was 2011, 2012, something like that. They're not too far apart, but Jesus, people, man, why has it got to be so difficult? And only I can answer that question, I guess, to myself. It doesn't have to be difficult, you know. I'm sure whatever Celia and Maricel have between them could be healed and could be fixed, but I'm not one to fix it, and my brother's not one to fix his side. It's going to be between them two, and I think, well, I hate to say that it's going to be a forced meeting, but my brother's wife's going to want to be with him. My wife's going to want to be with me. My brother and I are going to want to be, you know, together. So we'll see what happens. Is it going to be total disbandment or is it going to be total fucking chaos? Excuse my language. Pardon my French. I'm sorry. But there's a lot of things that people don't consider when they get involved with the Filipino that maybe she doesn't get maybe she doesn't get along with one side of the family. Maybe she doesn't get along with everybody that she grew up in the village with. Maybe that's why she's trying to get out. Maybe she's trying to get away from all that. Sooner or later, you can't run, you can't hide. You got to deal with them. You got to deal with the problems. And if you love your husband, to all the Filipinos out there, if you love your husband, or to the Filipinos too, if you love your wife, your American wife or expat wife, or even if it's a guy, you still got to deal with all this crap. You know, um, just because you're gay, you don't get out of it. You don't get away from it. You got the same problems, right? But I'm I'm not a gay advocate, but I believe people of all walks of life can find love. And love is all that matters. Love is all that matters, y'all. It really does. If you're American and you're going there for a Filipino guy, all power to you. But you still got to deal with the family. I got to deal with the family. You got to deal with the family. And vice versa. Heterosexual, vice versa. Female, male in the Philippines, marrying an American guy, girl, whatever. Um, these problems still exist. These problems we still got to get to. And the best way to do is maybe take a neutrality to the situation. I mean, I know it's hard. It's hard to separate or you know regress from